Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Play Your Way. I just said welcome back twice, but that's okay. Welcome to the best gaming podcast of all time.
Oh,
I
okay.
am here, Mob Axu, also known as Big Nasty, and joined by the main host, but I'm gonna call him co-host for some reason. We have John or Johnny Murr. Uh, so here we are. We're gonna talk about some games. We're gonna talk about what we love. Mostly this podcast is going to focus on Game Award predictions. So while we do that as well, before we do, we have a couple of topics that we want to talk about beforehand, but we'll slowly kind of go into that segment. But I guess John can explain to you the first segment we want to jump into.
That's right.
I think I did all right.
Yeah, you did all right. Except
Okay.
I'm the host. Thank you. And you were the co-host. But
Yeah.
for this episode, we'll let it slide because he's not on his meds.
Oh yeah, I'm about to be crazy. Like I'm unhinged today.
Yep.
Anyone can get it. People that are afraid of towels,
what?
you can get it.
Oh, don't, bro. Why you gotta cut the Apollophobia people, bro? What's going on
Bro.
here?
Get over it. No.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We love all people, even if you're afraid of towels. Okay.
I don't love Hitler.
That is true.
I don't love R. Kelly.
Okay. All right. We're gonna get sorry. This is like a gaming podcast, so we're gonna go ahead and start talking about games here, guys. So
All right.
let's go ahead and let's get started with something that happened throughout the week that was kind of just like, what is happening? Apparently there was a PC gaming showcase. It was like an event where they showed a bunch of PC games, and they kind of went off. They showed a lot of games that I know a lot of people have been waiting for a long time. They gave us some release dates for some games that we haven't gotten anything for. They showed us new gameplay for a lot of things, and yeah, there are definitely some interesting looking games here that I would like to talk about here just for a little bit. So let's go ahead and let's get started with the big one. With the, I feel like this is definitely the biggest one to come out of it, and that is Stalker 2. So Stalker 2.
Dang, you're just jumping right into the big number one.
Oh yeah, 100%. So Stalker 2 is a game that is made by a Ukrainian studio. If you guys are aware, they have been dealing with very unfortunate circumstances, and the game's development has been halted for a long time because of it, and it has been slowed down, which is very unfortunate. But again, all prayers goes out to all the families and everything that was unfortunately impacted by all those events. But with like almost 2 years of delays, I think at this point, 2 or 3 years at this point, worth of delays, we finally have a release window for this game, and it is a Q1 2024 release. That is a lot sooner than I thought the game would be out. And not only that, but we did get a whole new trailer for the game, and it looks very, very intense. It looks very just. It looks awesome. Like I was very impressed by the trailer because it's one of those trailers where it doesn't have to do the most flashy things. It doesn't have to show its biggest set pieces. It's like flashiest combos. It doesn't have to, show like make its high budget shine or anything. It's just the story, the tension, the all the different drama that's going on, all the different characters that you're gonna meet, all the places you're gonna go. It just shows that, and you're like, okay, so this is some serious stuff right here. And it looks really cool. I don't know if it's actually like the gameplay, but some of those sniper scenes where you're looking through that scope look insanely realistic. Like it's insane what they were able to do with that.
It could be like cutscenes, kind of maybe. Like we've seen it in COD before. Like COD's definitely pulled some of those where it looks like it's gameplay, but it's actually a cutscene.
Right.
But like within the gameplay.
Right. And I think the biggest thing for me is for an indie game, the game looks incredible. Like visually and graphically, the game looks just absolutely stunning. I mean, it is Unreal Engine 5, so we know that, which is really awesome. Yeah, like all the face models, all the just animations, all the voice acting, all the different environments. Like, I think that's going to be the best part of this game because Stalker is an atmospheric horror game by nature. And so just knowing that, you just know the environments are going to be awesome and just the atmosphere is just going to be super enthralling. And so, yeah, I'm super excited for it. I've been excited for Stalker 2, like, ever since it was announced way back in 2020, and my anticipation just has kept growing and growing as time has went on, delay after delay. I keep on getting more and more excited, which is kind of weird. This is a game I'm really rooting for because of all the unfortunate circumstances happening with the studio. I really hope this game does well, and this trailer just furthered my confidence for the game. I'm very, very excited for what this game has to offer. We did learn a couple more details about the game. Number one, that it is open world, which doesn't surprise me, but it wasn't what I was but it wasn't what I was expecting. I'm sorry, Austin. If you're just listening to the podcast instead of watching, Austin just dropped his camera hard.
Okay, we're good. Actually, better.
Yeah, it is better. Right. But yeah, it's supposed to be open world, which we'll see. I'm not one of those people who'd be like, oh yeah, open world just the go-to genre. I disagree, personally. I think a lot of open world games are just terrific, but then there's also a lot of open worlds that don't need to be open worlds or didn't do it to its fullest potential. So
I have a hot take. I think open world, I think there's too much of it. I think every big game nowadays is some open world RPG or just open world something. Like, I get it.
Except God of War.
Like, it's great
and Alan Wake
to give shut up.
Bro, what?
What? Those aren't open world, right?
Yeah, I said you said every big game now is open world, and I said except God of War and Alan Wake.
Like at least 50% of them.
Yeah,
I would say. But I mean, it's okay. I was not expecting Stalker 2 either to be open world. It really confuses me a little bit because I'm kind of confused how that's gonna translate, because I thought it was gonna be more of a game of
linear.
You have a specific path you have to follow and you just keep going, and you don't really have that freedom to run around wherever you want to get to a certain area. You just have that one path.
For everybody wondering, he means linear.
Yeah. But I mean, they could do it pretty well. It depends. I just feel like open world is kind of becoming a little bit bland, just because I feel like we're getting so much of it. But if they can do it well enough, and if it translates, then that's perfectly fine. And
I will
not just.
Sorry. No, go ahead and finish. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. And I'm not saying I hate open world or anything. I do really enjoy open world when it's done correctly, but I kind of just hope that open world translates to this game specifically, because I'm kind of confused on what they're going for and how that's going to work. So
yeah, I think so. For me, interestingly enough, my favorite open worlds are games that have very unique art styles or visuals, just because it doesn't feel like, oh, it's just another open world. It feels like a unique take on it, kind of. And I feel like Stalker 2 kind of does fit that box because it's literally an atmospheric horror game, which, when you start thinking about it, have we ever had an atmospheric horror open world game? Not really. It's kind of an interesting idea, and the whole premise of the game is there's like a dark reality like merging with the current world or something like that from the like trailer.
What is this,
like,
Alan Wake?
I know, right? Yeah, literally. And so, yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't know, like, and here's the other thing is I feel like a lot of open world games tend to be third person. And so getting first person open world games is always kind of neat because we don't get very many of those. Only ones that can come to mind are if you chose to play Starfield in first person, Far Cry, Avatar, that's coming out here soon. That is the only games that come to the top of my mind when I think open world first person games. So I think it could be interesting. We'll just really have to see. It could be one of those games where it is open world, but they don't really utilize it, or like, I don't know. We'll see. But another thing we do know, is that the game supposedly is...
I don't know. Something just dropped upstairs. I'm sorry.
The game is supposedly around 40 hours long.
With 4 alternative endings.
Yes, with 4 alternative endings. So I'll go ahead and say I'm personally all for this. I don't mind long games. I mind super long games. Like things that are over like 50 to 60 hours, I am not for personally. Just cuz I feel like it drags on too. Yeah. That doesn't mean I love that they're that long.
Hey, if they could tell a good enough story, I'm good, man.
FF7 I think is like the longest game I've ever completed, I think.
How long is that?
The original I want to say was like, I don't know, actually. Hold on. Might have been like
I know mine
30
would
to
be...
40 hours, I think. 30 to 40 hours.
Okay, mine would be Xenoblade 3 with 60 hours.
I was going to say yours definitely Xenoblade.
Yeah.
Ooh, Dragon Quest 11 actually was super long.
You played that?
Yeah.
You beat it?
Yeah.
Oh, I just didn't think you'd want to play Dragon Quest.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't see you playing Dragon Quest.
Bro, do you not think I play any JRPGs?
No, I just don't think you'll play the ones that I think you won't play. Like, Dragon Quest and Kingdom Hearts do not come to mind. I don't know, because I ain't playing Dragon Quest.
That's tough.
I just don't really get the hype behind Dragon Quest, personally.
It's just like, I don't know. It's just...
See?
Like I don't like love Dragon Quest, but I mean I like it. Like I enjoy it a lot. Like I do like almost every franchise. I find every franchise enjoyable to some degree.
Balance Wonderworld.
That's not a franchise. It's just a standalone trash game. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I don't mind long games. Personally, I think 40 hours is just fine. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how long a game is. It just depends on how they execute it. If they make it where it just starts dragging or if it feels too rushed. It really just depends how they execute it. So for me, only time will tell. Only playing the game will actually tell. So, yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a little confused because I feel like a game like that, I don't really understand why it'd be 40 hours long. But like you said, it really just depends on how it's executed. I don't know. It just seems way longer than I thought, but I'm still going to give it a shot and I'll definitely see how it is. But if it drags, then I don't know. I really hope that doesn't hurt it. But I do think the 4 alternative endings route is really good. I think it's very interesting that they give you more of a choice to get a specific ending you want.
Actually,
yeah,
now think about it. Yakuza 0 was a long playthrough for me.
Oh yeah,
It was about like a little over 30 hours for me.
Yeah.
But so we'll see. Anyway, all right, moving on to the next game. We spent a little bit longer than I wanted on Stalker.
That's fine. It is what it is.
But the another game that I've been very excited for. By the way, Stalker 2 releases Q1 2024. And it is going directly into Xbox Game Pass, which is goated. So the next game, another Game Pass game, is one that I've also been extremely hyped for a long time. I think ever since the 2021 or 2022 Xbox show. It's one of those two.
2021.
I want to say 20.
Because 2022. Hold on.
Hang on. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. 2021 was. What was in 2021? Gosh darn it. I don't know. But anyway.
2022.
2022? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I've been hyped ever since then. I think it looks really cool. I love all the animations. I love the world that it looks like. I like the combat we're looking. I like the main character design. I really just like everything in terms of look about this game. We don't really know much about the story. We've seen glimpses of combat, and it just looks really, really fun. Yeah, overall, this just looks like a completely fun game. And the game, I just realized we didn't even state what game we're talking about.
Yeah,
the game is Flintlock Siege of Dawn. It's basically a third-person, almost looks like, I don't even, like God of War mixed with Devil May Cry, maybe. We'll go with that.
I don't know about Devil May Cry.
I mean, it's kind of like a hack and slash with, like, it's because, like, I think the combat's like God of War, but the camera is more farther away from him than God of War.
Yeah.
That's why I said Devil May Cry, because it's kind of like that Devil May Cry camera angle.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's for sure, it's a third-person hack and slash.
Yeah.
It seems mostly.
They're shooting, there's melee, there's special ability. Actually, it looks like Forspoken. I'm not even gonna lie. It looks like Forspoken. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's much better.
Forspoken, but good.
Yeah. Hopefully. And so, yeah, I'm really excited for that. It did get a summer of 2024 release date, so at least we got something in summer, which is good because as of right now, we don't know any release outside of the first 3 months of the year. So having at least one guaranteed for summer is really nice. And yeah, again, coming day one to Game Pass, so I'll definitely have to be checking this one out for sure. The next game is one that has been long awaited by so many fans. I hear them talk about it like every time an event happens, and that is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Finally got a release window for fall 2024. This game was announced back in 2020, I do believe, during a like Xbox Direct kind of thing. I forgot what they called it. I think they called it Inside Xbox back then. There was like this little show called Inside Xbox. It was like the first bunch of like next gen games that they showed. They showed Bright Memory Infinite. They showed Assassin's Creed Valhalla. They showed some other stuff. And then they showed this game, and yeah, we haven't seen it since. It got through a whole studio change, I think, and it went through so many delays and so many rewrites and everything, and so, hey, it's finally happening apparently. So, yeah, be excited for that. I've never really gotten into a Vampire the Masquerade game. I'll probably check this one out. As I do with like everything, I always just jump into whatever new is out there for me. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that one, let us know. What were your thoughts on the first one, and if we should play the first one, because I would definitely be down. And then I think the only there's two other games I'm going to talk about. I don't know if there were any other ones for you. One of them I don't think we talked about, but Pacific Drive. I think, look, so
I still don't understand like what is going on.
Yeah, me neither. Which is kind of why I'm talking about it, because I feel like this is going to be one of those games where you're just like, okay, I kind of see what they're going for. We'll see. And this game was announced back at a PlayStation State of Play, I do believe. The same State of Play, Ishin and Tekken 8 and God of War got like a big trailer. I always thought, I see what they're going for. I don't know how it's gonna work, but I see what they're going for, and it's one of those games where you're like kind of like it's like a first person driving game, but it's like a story driven kind of like super atmospheric. A lot of things happening outside the car, and you have to like dodge enemies and do a whole bunch of crazy stuff in the car. And I don't know, it just seems like one of those games where after you play, you'll be like, you know what? I'm glad I played that. It was different. It was neat. It was fun, and I feel like that's gonna be one of those games for sure. It did get an official release date for February 22nd of 2024, and it is releasing on PC and PS5. So I will probably check it out on PS5 just because we already play everything out here. But yeah. I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that just because we try to talk about as many games on this podcast and channel as possible, so it's worth the mention for sure. And then the final game we're going to talk about, I don't even know how to even talk about this game because it got like a short little trailer, and it's called Spine, right? It's called Spine?
Yeah.
Spine. Yeah. It's called Spine, and I don't I don't even know what I watched, bro.
I've been looking into it a little bit. So the history of this is it's like from like everything that it said on the website and everything, this game is basically being developed by a team that is a mobile studio. And they got enough money apparently to actually put a project onto PC, an actual console. So this is their first ever project working with something that's not mobile, and it's supposed to be a very fun, hectic, like
Check.
the whole point of it is you're supposed to play as like a Hollywood star or a hero, and you play as a hero, and you have like what they call gun fu. You have like a ton of guns that you'll use, a ton of kung fu. You basically play like a hero in your own story.
John Wick
is what it's supposed to play. Kind of, but like.
Okay, basically
really.
The character reminds me of Harley Quinn. You actually said that in text. It actually does remind me of Harley Quinn a lot. The big thing that draws us into this game, me and Austin kind of talked about it for a minute. The camera angles and the animations in this game look like a cutscene. Like it's like straight up a cutscene. Like they have camera angles where you're like, how would you even play this with like those camera angles? Like it's just wild the things that they're able to do with it. I'm really curious. We didn't get actual gameplay, I don't believe, unless that was actual gameplay. But...
No, I'm going to tell you what I think it is. I think a lot of those, the reason it doesn't look like it, I think it's gameplay, but I think it's like finishers. I think it's like finishers and...
I could see that.
Like, a lot of people were saying that. And to me personally, when you look at some of those, a lot of those kind of look like finishers.
Yeah.
Like, I do think gameplay parts is where you can see where like the character's walking forward and then they switch the camera scene to them walking next to a character. Like that's gameplay. But I also think when you see clips of like, oh, the character kills a guard or kills a person and then the ammo clip flies in the air and then flies in the gun. To me that's a like animation for a finisher. Like that's what I would think it is.
I don't.
It's very weird though.
Yeah, it looks very just out of this world. Like never saw it coming, but now you're interested. type of thing.
My only fear for that game is I really hope. Those trailers are always so weird because it looks really awesome. But is it going to translate really well into the actual gameplay, you know?
I will say, while I do think it looks really cool, I don't have much confidence with what we have seen. It just seems like one of those games where it looks really, really cool, but there's going to be like no substance like whatsoever.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm not saying it's going to be bad. I'm not saying like it looks bad. It looks awesome, but that doesn't mean it will be. So I personally
needs longer than... a 30-second trailer every time.
Yes. We need to see like actual stuff. Like, what's to do with the story? How does the gameplay actually work? Like, what kind of game is this? Apart from just like super cool animations and camera angles, because that's really all we know so far. But yeah, the PC show was kind of interesting. It was just weird because we didn't know about it, and I was at school. Austin got home from work or something, and I sent him the Spine trailer. I'm like, bro, look at this game that just got trailer, and then he sent me like 5 minutes after, like, bro, Flintlock got a new trailer, and I'm like, what? And then I was like, bro, Stalker just got a new trailer. And then we were like, what's going on? And then Austin looked it up, and there was a PC show happening, and we were like, when did this happen? So yeah, it was kind of crazy. There was just a bunch of games dropping with trailers, and we were like, okay, we see you. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. I think that are those it? Is that the only thing we're talking about before the Game Awards? Let's see.
I don't know.
I know we have a big Xbox topic to talk about, but I'm gonna save that for the next one because otherwise we're gonna be way past 2 hours.
Yeah. I know there's a couple things that have happened recently, but I didn't know if you were gonna include those.
What's that?
I can't remember them off the top of my head.
Awesome.
I
mean, I do know the Fortnite stuff, but we'll talk about all that.
Yeah, we could do that in the next one. Yeah,
we could do that in the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just go straight. Oh, there is one thing I want to mention, just because I'm really excited for it. We're not gonna have a conversation about this or anything, but Alan Wake 2 is getting a new game plus mode this month. Very excited. I've been wanting to play it next week. I've been wanting to play my third playthrough of the game, and so there it is. That is how they're gonna get me to do it, is that new game plus. Yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about that.
I mean, I was gonna say there's that PlayStation thing. There's GTA 6 and Halo Infinite.
GTA 6, that's right. Okay, so this is now. Remember, that was the thing I wanted to talk about because it'll kind of be a segue into the Game Awards.
Yeah, I was about to say that's December time. Yeah, around it, we're getting close.
Rockstar announced last month that we would be getting the official trailer for the very next Grand Theft Auto entry. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say it real quick. I think it's interesting to point out. Never has Rockstar in any of the advertisement yet has said GTA 6. They have just said the next GTA entry. So there are some people who are like, it's going to be another one of those San Andreas or Vice City games where it's not a number, it's like a name for a game. And I don't think that's that far of a shout. I mean, there's been 2 of those kind of games in the franchise already. So, I could see it for sure. But then there is it's obviously GTA 6, no matter what they call it. But it is GTA 6, and regardless if you like GTA or not, this will be the biggest game announcement probably of the generation. I mean, it's like announcing a Minecraft 2. That's the only other thing that could compete with it. There's just nothing else possible known to man that would be bigger. Regardless of what you think. Like, GTA's fun. I've had my fair share of GTA 5 craziness. I feel like as everybody, but even I'm like super super hyped for this, and I can't deny that this is me personally. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get to the point. Rockstar officially announced that they would do the first trailer for the next GTA entry in early December. When they announced that, everyone was like, oh boy, here it goes at the Game Awards. I'm going to go ahead and say, I told Austin this, we had a whole conversation. I called it from the very beginning. I did not think it was going to be at the Game Awards because Rockstar has never done that. I think I think it would be too problematic. And I think Rockstar knows that because of the scale and the importance of that trailer. If that happened at the Game Awards, everything else during the Game Awards would be completely destroyed. And Jeff would be getting a lot of complaints from developers because their game just got absolutely buried because of GTA 6. We've seen it multiple times where just some game steals the absolute show, and so many games just get forgot about because that's the only thing they talk about is the big game. And what bigger game than GTA 6? Like there is none. And so I think it would have been way too problematic. And another sad thing with events for like game where they announce stuff, you know, there's always a ton of excitement. What big surprises, like, oh, I don't know what they're gonna show. Let's make predictions. The fact that we knew GTA 6 was gonna happen, if that was like their big like thing that they closed on or opened the show with, it would kind of be a little, even though it'd be huge, it would kind of be a little anti-dramatic and not as fun just because we already knew it was coming, so we don't get that like big surprise factor. Whereas now there's still a chance for something huge there that we don't know about. And so, but either way, December 5th, Tuesday, we are getting the first trailer. They officially announced they're doing a separate, they're just uploading the video on YouTube, December 5th, Tuesday. And yeah, that is the day Twitter will die. And so you make the gravestone. Oh yeah. Make the gravestone for any GTA fan out there because it's just over. Honestly, what's sad is I have a feeling GTA 6 will still be the main focus of talk even after the Game Awards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like it's just gonna be that big. I'm really curious. See, and here's the thing. I just said I'm not like super excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm like, I'll definitely be playing it day one. I'm gonna have a blast with it, but it's not gonna be like my most anticipated game or anything. I'm just really curious what it looks like because it apparently has the biggest budget of any video game ever with $2 billion behind it, which is wild. That is more money than Sony spent on Insomniac games. That's like quadrupled the money they spent on Insomniac games. Yeah, it's a $2 billion budget game. I'm just really curious what it looks like. There's so much expectation and anticipation for this game that I'm just really curious what's all going to happen with it. Like, I'm just so curious about the story and it's like everything that surrounds it. It's just going to be an interesting time. I mean, this is literally a once in a lifetime event that's about to happen on Tuesday. Like, where somebody made a post which actually hit me in the feels so hard. I read a post. He was like, it was like a picture of like all these gaming mascots standing around a gravestone, and was like, let's take a moment and salute those who weren't able to make it to this day, because it's been a whole decade since the last GTA, and that is very true. Like, it's so long at this point that the next one will probably be double in length, and it's just gonna be like, dang, think about how different the world is gonna be when we finally get this next one. Who knows if we're even still here? So this is literally a once in a lifetime like thing. So, you know, I'm hyped. Just very curious what it's gonna do. I am gonna have a reaction on the channel the day of, so keep an eye out for that, guys.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, he out here reacting, man. Game Awards too.
Oh yes, we're gonna have a very interesting reaction. It won't be like my normal reactions. It'll be like it's gonna be
in-person.
It's gonna be messy, but hey, at least you get our reactions.
It's gonna be an in-person reaction.
Yeah, there's like 10 people or so gonna be out there.
Yeah,
I have the official number. We have 11 confirmed, possibly 12 or 13. So
yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. So.
I'm gonna look crazy in there. I'm cosplaying as Clive from Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah, I am gonna be rocking sweatpants and a gaming
You're not gonna be
shirt.
Alan?
Nah, bro. I no.
Mid.
Yep. But
I'll buy you a $50 costume.
Bro, I'm good. I'm chill.
You're lame. Get with the spirit.
I am the spirit.
You're not.
Yeah, you're right.
Alan
Anyway,
would be disappointed.
he's dealing with other stuff. he's, he's,
John didn't cosplay.
he's
for
too
the
busy.
Game Award.
And I was there writing my next notes, deciding what fate should I choose. And I realized John wasn't wearing my cosplay, so I erased him from existence and decided that I would never write again. Anyway,
Just don't show up. But yeah, I'm kind of the same as John when it comes to GTA 6. My problem is the core gameplay is why I don't stay addicted.
yes,
I feel like it can get I just feel like it gets a little boring at times. Like
I think it's slow. I'm not gonna lie, like because
because there's
they
nothing-
go for so realistic. I
yes.
feel like it's kind of for people who aren't wanting that super realistic experience. It's kind of just cool for a little while.
yeah.
I feel like that's
Like I feel like once you've done everything that you can do that you can't do in real life, I just don't see the point in playing anymore.
right.
Like I could play with my friends, like I get it. The racing is great. Like it's fun. But I can only do it like maybe 10 times and then like I just cool. Like it's just this another thing. Like yeah, different map, but like nothing changes.
I think the thing about GTA for me is GTA has so many things in it. It's like so many different games combined, and it does really great at all those things. The problem is there are other games that do those specific things better that I would rather do. Like in terms of racing, there are so many other racing games I'd rather play, even though GTA 5's racing is great. It's a shooter game, but there are so many other shooters I would rather play than GTA. It's an open world game. There are plenty of other open worlds I'd rather play. So the problem is GTA has all those things combined, and they're all great, but it's not like the peak of any of those specific things for me. So it's like I understand why it's so good because it really is the complete package. But for me, if I want to experience those specific things, I'm just gonna go to other games. I'm not hating on GTA 5. I feel like that's just like it really is that game where you get almost everything you want out of one game, especially when you start doing mods and everything. It just gets limitless. So yeah, I think it is one of those games.
And I mean, who's to say GTA 6 won't change that?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely room to change and we'll see. I mean, if you put $2 billion into a game, I really hope, you know, a lot changes with a lot more things to do.
I will say, I never actually played the GTA 5 story mode, and I've heard great things about it. So I'll definitely play the story mode of GTA 6, if there is one, assuming there is one. You know what's going to be really sad if they just pivoted straight to a live service GTA game. Which, that's kind of what GTA already is, but, like, there was a story to it, and there is that single-player experience if you want.
I don't think they'll abandon it.
Nah, I don't think so either. I will say, like,
Rockstar is
if it's
too
anything like Red Dead Redemption 2, which I loved, then I'm definitely in. I think I like Red Dead more than GTA. That's just my personal opinion, though. But anyway, yes. So what's interesting is that was everybody's main prediction for the Game Awards. Well, that's not happening anymore. So now the door has completely been flung wide open. The only thing we are aware of at this point is Xbox, which we talked about that last time. Which, if you want to go watch our predictions for what Xbox is going to show at the Game Awards, then go watch our last podcast. It was during the second half of the show, I do believe. Yeah. And
yes.
And the only I think the only other things we know of right now, Fortnite's going to show some trailers of some of their new game modes that we're going to talk about next podcast. Basically, there's 3 game modes: a Lego Fortnite, Fortnite Festival, which is like music, and then Fortnite Rocket Racing, which is like Rocket League but for racing.
Being created by the Rocket League team.
Yes, and the Fortnite Festival is being made by the Rock Band team.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then the only other thing we know of, I think that's like guaranteed so far, is Sega is gonna be there with something. Because what has been happening is Sega has been sending a postcard.
With something? Could it be
No,
this
it's
something?
not him. It's not him.
It's probably not.
No, it definitely.
I mean,
not. Unless it's Sonic Fighters. Sonic Fighters 2.
So this is where I'll let him explain a little bit, and then we'll jump into predictions a little bit here.
So they've been sending this little postcard to a bunch of different influencers that are well known for either what has been the trend as of recently, fighting game influencers, or big Sega influencers. The reason I say this is one of I think Curious Joy. I think that's her name. Curious Joy. She got a postcard.
Yeah.
She's big in the fighting game community. Maximilian Dude got a postcard. I think he's the biggest fighting game influencer out there. And then one of his friends, Kenny, got a postcard as well. And it basically says, "New era, new energy," with blue text. Tune in to the Game Awards December 7th for Sega or something like that. And obviously they're teasing some new game. They are teasing something. Now the thing is, which is so interesting, I feel like there's a lot of possibilities. So I guess this is where we're going to start our whole Game Awards prediction segment. This whole segment is just going to be us predicting stuff. And my first prediction, if I had to put money on what this Sega game is, purely based off the fact that they have sent postcards to fighting game influencers, and we know Virtua Fighter is coming back in some capacity, I think it's Virtua Fighter 6. I think that is the most likely answer. I think that's the most realistic. And honestly, I'd be hyped. I love Virtua Fighter. It's one of the other fighting game franchises that I love. As a huge fighting game fan, I've played so many different fighting games. Virtua Fighter was one of them back on the PS3, man. Oh, so good. I think it's Virtua Fighter 6. That's my big guess. So yeah. I'll let you go ahead and get some predictions out the way. I have a couple more that I think could happen, but I'll let you talk.
I mean, I don't think it's gonna be this dude.
No. He's holding up Sonic for everyone watching.
Yeah. Even in rumors we've heard this guy, he might have another game in the backlog for next year. Which would probably be a remaster or something. But I don't feel like they teased that. I do think Virtua Fighter 6 could be a good shout because of everything that we're seeing. My original guess, I thought if Sega was going to come out big, they would show Persona 6.
Yeah.
We have been hearing about that game so much more recently. Over the years, we keep hearing about it. But I feel like this year, we had several articles that talked about it. Sega basically kind of confirming it's going to be multi-platform. I just feel like it's kind of getting to that point. I feel like there's only so much more you can milk out of Persona at this rate. We just had Tactica. We're getting Persona 3 Reloaded.
Persona 4, 5, and 3 all came to everything.
I don't know how much more you can milk it. You can, but so many projects have come out. It's what do you put out now?
Right.
I
do agree. I think the next Persona game has to be 6. I think or after Reloaded, I think the next one has to be 6 because it's just getting to that point.
Yeah, and I mean it may not be, as much as I hate to say it, it may not, but I don't know anymore, because with everything it points towards, it could be Virtua Fighter 6, which I think would be very good. And I kind of wonder if Sega would be willing to show Persona 6 at the Game Awards. I
I don't know.
a little hesitant on it because that's gonna break the internet as well. Like, I do think Virtual Fighter 6 is a good shout because, like you said, with the whole fighting games becoming a bigger thing, if Virtual Fighter 6
And we
would've
know
come out now-
a new Virtual Fighter's coming. We just don't know when or where.
oh yeah,
Because they did that Virtual Fighter Championship Edition, a couple years back, and then I think they announced around there that they were working on some kind of new Virtual Fighter something.
see, it's just so weird that it's Sega sending it to certain people, like Maximilian, dude. Because I'd like to think there's a reason for that.
Yeah,
I'd like to think there really is. But then what if it's like, oh yeah, Jet Set Radio's coming back? Like,
yeah.
what if it was just something so random like that? You know?
So
Like,
I actually
or Crazy
watched.
Taxi.
I actually watched Maximilian's Game Award predictions live on stream, and he had some things that I would like to say. There are some people, because here's the thing with things like that. What they send and the wording that they use usually means something. So the fact that it's new era, new energy were the words, that has to mean something. And to me, that does scream fighting game type text. Like, I feel like that would be the like tagline, like how Mortal Kombat had "It's in our blood." Street Fighter 6 was like, "It hits different" or something like that. No, that was the WWE's. What was Street Fighter 6? I don't know what Street Fighter 6 was. They had some kind of tag like that. Tekken 8 has some tag. I forget what it is as well. You've watched like every trailer. Fist meets Fate or something like that.
Yeah, Fish
yeah.
meets, yeah.
Yeah, and so every fighting game has that kind of like tagline to it. And so I could totally see Virtual Fighter 6, new era, new energy. Like it just seems perfect to me. The other thing that I saw a lot of people throwing out, which would make a lot of sense why they sent it to Maximilian Dude for this. I don't personally think this is the case, but it's an interesting shot. If it does end up being it, just know we said it on the podcast. That's the only reason I'm bringing it up, just in case it does happen. That'd be cool. Something Phantasy Star. So one of Maximilian's favorite games of all time is Phantasy Star Online, and so new era, new energy does kind of work with that. And it would make sense why he sent it to Maximilian, but I just don't think it's that. Like, even though it probably is a great game, I've never played it, but I don't know why they'd be advertising that like they are. It just doesn't really make sense.
Time to do it.
Yeah, because
I think if you
now
were to
the
pick a
problem
game-
is.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
I think
Or do you
now.
want
No, hang on. Let me.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
No, you're good. I think the biggest problem now is now they've gotten everyone's hopes up. Now everyone's expectations are high for either Virtua Fighter 6, Persona 6, or something else that will blow us away. So I don't know if Phantasy Star would be that for everybody. It would be big for people who love it, like Maximilian Dude, undoubtedly. But I don't think that would hit the mass audience, especially at something like the Game Awards. I don't think that would do it. Go ahead.
I personally think if you want to pick between two titles, I think between those Virtual Fighter 6 would be better. We've had two magnificent fighting games come out, as well as much as we may not pay attention to it as much, or as sells as much. Nick All-Star Brawl 2, which I heard was very good.
Yeah.
But it's not going to sell as much as like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. But I feel like announcing Virtual Fighter 6 would be the perfect time to do it, especially at the Game Awards, because fighting games are on the rise. We have Tekken coming out next year.
Yep.
Imagine Virtual Fighter 6 comes out next year.
Yep.
Let's just say it does. You have Tekken and Virtual Fighter 6 coming out the same year. Whereas last year, you had Street Fighter 6, you had Mortal Kombat 1. I think it's a little weird because it could be anything. My problem with Sega is I'm a little scared that some of these franchises that they have, like, they could show. And that's okay, but I want them to pick one that I feel like is the right one to choose, you know?
Right.
Like, and it's weird that they sent it to specific people too, because then that makes it weird. Because if they would have sent it to multiple influencers that didn't really have that specific thing they talk about,
Right.
it could have been maybe anything. Like, I could have predicted, oh yeah, Jet Set Radio.
Like if
I
they
could've predicted
sent it to
Crazy
like,
Taxi.
like if they sent it to like PPP, like big insiders like Jeff Grubb, Jason Schreier, like things like that, it'd be like, okay, maybe it's not fighting game related. But the fact that it's only
Yeah.
fighting game influencers right now is weird. I will say, if it is Virtua Fighter 6, I never want to hear fighting game community complain again. They have literally gotten debatably like 4 godfathers of fighting games in the last two years. Like, when you think classic fighting games that define the genre and were like almost the pillars of fighting game, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken are like basically the top 3. We have Smash, which has been a thing though. But the other thing I would say is either Soul Calibur or Virtua Fighter. I think those. Oh, and also King of Fighters was a really old one. We got that two years ago. We have gotten almost a new entry in every mainstream fighting game in this generation so far. The only one we're missing is Virtua Fighter, and Soul Calibur. I don't know if Soul Calibur will ever come back at this point, which is so sad. But Virtua Fighter, Soul Calibur, and then we even just got a Killer Instinct Anniversary Edition. So we even got that, which is just crazy.
Oh my gosh! Just thinking about it, like this is the perfect time to do it.
It is like it would literally almost complete. Like, there would be a new entry of almost every main fighting game franchise on the current consoles. Like, the last time we got that was... I don't even know. Maybe PS2? Like, I don't know if PS3 had a King of Fighters and... I know it had a Tekken. I know it had a Street Fighter. I know it had a Mortal Kombat. I don't think I had King of Fighters. I don't know. But it would just complete it. It would just complete it. It just seems like the perfect time to do it. Now, I will say, I personally do not... At first, I really did think it was Persona 6. But I actually don't think it anymore. Like, I would say I'm down to like a 5% chance that it's Persona 6.
Which I kind of
because
I think
I'm at a 50% chance that it's Virtua Fighter 6. I'm at a 5% chance that it's Persona 6, meaning there's a 45% chance I think it's something else. I think if there's ever going to be a time to announce it, this would be the show to do it. Their so-called quote-unquote super game that they have been working on for years. Apparently, the biggest budget game they have ever created that has been in the work for years that they have been teasing and teasing and teasing. If you have this biggest game that you've ever done and you've never done advertisement like this where you've like sent postcards out being like, yo, tune into the Game Awards, it seems like it'd be like a one-time thing, like, because we've gotten past Virtua Fighters, and it's never been to the point where they're sending out postcards to tune into things. So it'd be like, okay, well, why now, right? So it'd almost be like, it's got to be something different. And it would make sense. New era, new energy. Something completely different that we've never seen before. Who knows what this game is? And there has been the rumor that there are going to be a lot of new IP at the Game Awards. Meaning, whatever this super project is, if it's a new IP... it would fit almost every category to be at this show. So I think, for me, it's either Virtua Fighter 6 or this new super game. I think that's what's most likely for me, because, I don't know, Virtua Fighter 6 still makes the most sense to me. I think like easily it makes the most sense, but something tells me I would not be surprised if it's that big super game. But yeah, that's just those are my three predictions. Those are my three predictions. Virtua Fighter 6, the big super game, or possibly Persona 6, even though I don't think that will be it. But yeah.
You know, now that you talk about it, that could be right. But my only thing is
because here's the thing, Maximilian is also a big Sega person, so it would still make sense why they sent it to him as well, not just because he's fighting, but also because he's done so much Sega stuff.
Yeah.
So
my only thing with Sega is like I've always said they need more recognizable IP.
Yeah.
They have like 5 in my head that really stand out to almost everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You have like no disrespect to these other ones I don't mention, but these are the 5 I think they have that like anyone on their mama would know. Sonic, Yakuza, Bayonetta, it's still a part of it. Monkey Ball, and I'm missing one more.
Virtua Fighter.
I think.
Virtua Fighter.
I think there's something above it that I think is more recognizable. Hold on.
Persona.
Did I not say Persona?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Sonic. Yeah, Sonic, Monkey Ball, Yakuza, Persona.
I'm sorry. I'm putting Virtua Fighter above Super Monkey Ball.
I'm not.
Ooh, that's a hot. Okay, are you going strictly off of numbers here?
No.
What are you going off?
I'm not going off numbers.
What are you going?
I'm going off what I think people will know more.
Okay, then Bayonetta's off the list. My parents know what Virtua Fighter is, bro.
They're nerds.
No, they're people who grew up with video games because it's an iconic series.
Yeah, but it got outshadowed by like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. So what is that? I don't know.
I think not put. I think not putting
that recognizable to me.
I think that's a L take. I think that's a very.
It is what it is, man. Hey, why didn't y'all got another game then?
We did. We got a championship edition of the last one.
What was the last time?
Literally 2 years ago.
An actual game?
Yeah, it was basically a remake.
Oh, just a remake. What an L. Couldn't even get a sequel. Mid.
There's like we're literally on Virtua Fighter 6, bruh.
When was Street Fighter 5?
Your argument here is like GTA 5. We haven't gotten a GTA 6 in like a decade. That's your argument here.
Yeah, but everyone still plays it.
A bunch of people still play Virtua Fighter.
No.
You're just wrong.
No. I just recognize, what's the top 5? What's the top 5 most recognizable?
I think you're really off. Because I don't know if Bayonetta has even come close to Virtua Fighter numbers.
Bro. I'd be willing.
I'm sorry.
I'd say you could take Monkey Ball out.
It's either Monkey Ball or Bayonetta. I think Virtua Fighter has to be there because if we're looking at numbers and popularity and iconicness, I think Virtua Fighter has to be there.
Bro, I don't even know what it was.
Because outside of, honestly, I hate to say this, outside of hardcore gamers, a lot of casual people do not know what Bayonetta is.
I disagree.
I can go to more casual. No,
I think more casual people don't know what Virtual Fighter is over Bayonetta.
No, I disagree.
I 100% agree.
No, because I can go to so many people who I know who play games. They do not know who Bayonetta is.
That's their problem. Play Smash.
Not everyone's gonna play Smash.
Knows who Bayonetta is.
Yeah, anybody who grew up with arcades instantly know what Virtua Fighter is.
Not everyone grew up with arcades.
Exactly, not everyone plays Smash.
20 million people did.
You know how many people played arcades? Probably more than 20 million people.
Back in 1985?
Yeah. Do you know how many people were alive back in 1985? You're not winning this argument.
Not as much as we do now.
You're not winning this argument.
I'm just trying to make you mad.
Hey, I'm just
To
stating
me-
facts here.
That's fine. I don't care. To me, the top 5, Virtual Fighter's not in it. I don't care. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
Like, outshadowed by every other fighting game. I didn't know what it was, so it's irrelevant. So who cares?
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm
Just get more
just
culture.
kidding.
I don't know what to say.
Dude, why don't you get a better art style and a more interesting fighting game? Sorry. I'm really just going off for no reason. I'm sorry. I don't know. Virtual Fighter
He just hates
never has
being wrong,
appealed
guys.
to me much.
It's okay. We get it.
I feel like, well, it's a joke, first of all. But I don't know. Virtual Fighter, I feel like it looks kind of bland from what I've seen.
Oh boy, here we go again. Another Tekken situation. He's gonna see it and be like, "Bro, Virtual Fighter is insane." Here we go.
Yeah, but this is based off my own opinion.
So is Tekken.
This isn't being based.
So is Tekken.
This isn't being based off a YouTube video that shows me something and then I believe it. Whenever I actually went to Evo to play for a game and I saw the finals and I enjoyed it. That's just me being brainwashed, like for no reason. That's just me being an idiot. This, I personally just kind of don't see the hype behind Virtual Fighter. I just don't. I just think it looks a little bland. I don't think it has a lot of character to it. That's just me. Like, I got my hands up. I just feel like, I'm not saying the gameplay. I'm just saying like the look of it and the character design. I just feel like it doesn't have a lot going for itself to look interesting enough. That's me. So, but
You're
I'm
right.
excited to see
That
how
is
it
you.
is. I hate you so much. But yeah, sorry, I just wasted so much time. I'm really sorry.
It's okay.
I just like taking you to that point where you just keep going and
where I just start spitting facts.
no, because I don't care.
Okay.
That's an opinion.
Okay. Numbers don't lie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, the Metacritic score. It's numbers. They don't lie.
Yeah, if that's what you go off of.
Don't say that.
I can't control other people. I think we've come to that conclusion with our last podcast. Unfortunately, no matter what I think of it, majority of people do. Unfortunate.
It's dumb.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway,
I don't know. It could be. It's probably virtual. I don't know how I feel about that 800 million game. Because I'm really scared it's gonna be mid, and I mean that's with most new IP, but the problem is, look at what happened with Hyenas. Look at what happened with that game.
yeah, but that was a live service though.
Yeah, but that
we
was
don't know if this new
apparently
super game is live service.
Yeah, but that was apparently Sega's biggest budget game ever, and then it got canceled. Yeah, that's true. News came out. It was their highest budget game at the time. Yeah, they put that budget into a new IP live service game, but not into the guy that started it all, you know? Like what? I don't get it. But I don't know. I kind of thinking about it more. Maybe the new IP could be more suitable, I'd say. But it's hard to tell. I mean, it could be anything.
I think the biggest thing for me is just the fact that recently we've gotten a lot of like rumors and people saying the Game Awards is going to be filled with new IP, which makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. Sega's really interesting. They got a lot cooking. What I will say is it's not Sonic, it's not Bayonetta, it's not Monkey Ball, it's not Jet Set Radio. It's who knows if it's it could be Crazy Taxi, bro.
Jet Set Radio.
It could be Crazy Taxi. Who knows?
It could be Jet Set Radio. Why do you say no to Jet Set Radio?
I don't get why they
in
would.
development.
Huh?
It's in development.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain it's in development.
Yeah. Something
It
Jet
could
Set
be
Radio is in
Jet Set
development. I don't think I don't think it's this though. Like off of all the reasons that we've already said, it just doesn't make sense for any of it doesn't really
But what if
check
they're
any of the
doing that
boxes.
to play us, you know?
At that point, I think you're thinking about it a little too hard. But
Well, I think we're already thinking about it too hard. It got sent to fighting game players. What if it's just not? What if they debate us? They're just trying to get the fighting game community to get in there and then get just destroyed, and all their hopes and dreams are gone.
Man, it's a good way to make a lot of people mad and how to kill whatever game you announce. But yeah. But anyway, yeah, so that's Sega. Now we, I guess, just go to other predictions that we have. I don't even know where to start.
I mean, we kind of talked about Xbox in the last podcast, right?
Yeah, we talked about Xbox in the last one. I guess I'll just do a little quick recap. I think Gear 6 is the biggest possibility. I think a release date for Hellblade 2. I think maybe a Marcus Phoenix collection for Gears is possible. Maybe, some kind of Game Pass news. Maybe an acquisition. I doubt it, though. Possibly new hardware, but I doubt it. Maybe a game like Clockwork Revolution that's rumored to be next year. Avowed getting an actual release date. What we know is that there's definitely going to be Game Pass games there. There's going to be some sort of game announcements, whether it's release dates or updates or a brand new game. But I personally think there's going to be 2 first-party games there and then a bunch of Game Pass games and maybe some kind of other news. So, yeah, that's my prediction for that. I'm
going to go ahead and jump in for a specific company just because I think it's interesting because I do think they'll show up. I want to talk a little bit about Nintendo. I think if Nintendo needs to show anything here and wants to show something, we need to see Metroid Prime 4.
Yes, I agree.
That's
what I was going to say.
It's either Metroid Prime 4 or it's something completely different, but it has been like 5 years since we've seen anything on Metroid Prime 4. Sorry. And at this point, it's like, when else are we going to get it? Like, we got the next Switch coming out probably next year. When's it coming? Like, it's got to be coming down the pipeline.
If I was Nintendo, this is what I would do. Because this would make everybody lose their minds, okay? This would make everybody lose their minds. No, not necessarily. I think everyone's like, they should just tease the next console. Like, show, like...
Yeah,
just like show it, say its name or whatnot. I think make the tease so minuscule that it'll get people so riled up that it's so minuscule. I think they should show Metroid Prime 4 and at the very end of the trailer be like either 2024 or be like next gen. Or something like that. Don't say it's the Switch 2. Don't say fall 2024. Just say either 2024 next gen or just say next gen. Because then we'll be like, oh my god, it is actually coming. Holy crap.
I would love if it was just like 2024 and then it's just like an image of the console, but it's like blacked out. It's just a black
I don't think they
with a question mark on it.
I don't think they should show the console at all. I don't.
Yeah.
I personally don't think so because I just don't think Nintendo would be that company. Like for personally,
I think
like
they would.
I don't know.
I think they've done it before. I think of where like they
a year out
show it. Did they not do that with the Switch?
No.
I thought they at least showed kind of what it looked like, but they never gave it.
They did it in like February, like during their February Direct thing or whatnot.
I guess not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's too soon to see like anything to do with the outline or shape of the console. I personally, because what I would do from a marketing standpoint, from a business standpoint, from like a fan consumer standpoint, I would show our big game, Metroid Prime 4. Number one, that's going to get so many people hyped because the game has been so anticipated and it's such a beloved series at this point that it would be hype. Number two, I would then tease the next console, be like, just like next gen or something, or 2024, right? Because then that'll make everybody completely aware that, oh my God, it's coming. We don't know anything about it, but it's here. Like, the time is almost upon us. So that way, whatever your next direct is, it is going to be monstrous, okay? Because your next direct is going to be monstrous. And number 3, that is then going to make your featured game, Metroid Prime 4, an absolute massive hit whenever that console does release. Because if that really is your launch title, and that is the first game you show, and that is the game that has gotten everybody super hyped for this next-gen console, that is going to be a huge hit. Like, it just is. So, to me, it just makes all the right decisions that Metroid Prime 4 should be that gateway to start getting this thing rolling. I don't think they should announce the new console. I don't think that they should do all that. Just tease it so everybody just starts thinking about it. And it's like, oh my God, it is upon us. That way, your next direct is huge.
My only fear of that is, like, I just feel like it's going to be the tried and true. Mario is going to be the first launch title.
Probably.
Like, but I get it. It makes sense. Why would you not? That's your your guy, you know?
Yep.
It's so weird with Metroid Prime 4. I can't predict it anymore. Like, at this point, what could be really sad is, like, it may not even be on the next console. There is a reality where it may not be on the next console. It may just come to the Switch we have now. But I think that's a little insane.
It is.
Being that this has been in development for like 5 years.
I think it could be a cross-gen title. Kind of like Breath of the Wild.
I really hope it's specifically to the next console.
I agree. Personally, I do.
And also, like, on the Switch, because they've said they're going to support the Switch even when the next console comes out.
Yeah.
So
like most consoles do.
I don't know. Unless they want to show something else, but I don't think they'll show anything else. I think it has to be Metroid Prime 2.
I think what could happen if they decide to go all out on Metroid, I could see them finally doing like 2 and 3 remastered, and then 4 maybe.
Yeah.
But I do think Nintendo will be here in some capacity. I do think they will actually have something big this time around. Last year, really the only thing they showed was Fire Emblem DLC and Bayonetta Origins, which So
I mean, it's something, but
it's something.
It's like
but,
a spin-off, and
and it's honestly
DLC.
more Sega than it is Nintendo.
I'm gonna throw some stuff out just because I know people talk about it, but I did want to talk about one company at some point. I know there's a lot of people that really want to see.
Hang on, wait.
Maybe some.
I don't know if you're jumping to a new company now. Are you jumping to a new company?
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Do you think Mario has a chance?
No.
No?
No. It makes no sense. Why?
Because this year's been huge for Mario, and it's nominated for Game of the Year.
Nope. I think we've got it all. I don't think there's any reason to do it right now. I just don't.
Okay.
I think
and it's nominated for Best Movie, nominated for Game of the Year. We've had so many Mario games.
I don't care. I think they're going to do it at their own direct. The same thing they did with Odyssey. Like, I just think their own directs are big enough to where they don't need the Game Awards for Mario. Like, you just don't. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I just think Mario is so big, there's no reason for him to really be there. Like, he's so big as it is, he's got what it takes for everyone to know about it. And I feel like they should personally use it for franchises that I think need it more. So no, I don't really see them doing Mario here. I don't.
All right. Do you think the Zelda remakes or remasters have a chance? I don't think so. I don't think so.
I think it literally has to be Metroid Prime 4, and that's it.
Yeah.
Either that, or it has to be another franchise that they've been working on, which
the new Donkey
is very
Kong game.
rare.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I really do think it's just Metroid Prime 4. I think that's really the only option, to be honest.
Yeah. I did want to throw out a couple of things. I have like 2 things I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about this one just because like people have been talking about DLCs for certain games. People have talked about Elden Ring DLC, which I don't think it's going to be here, just because I know recently From Software said that it's going very smoothly, but look more for a later date in 2024. But who's to say we don't get a teaser? We don't get like a teaser trailer. I know people have talked about. I do think it's a little soon, but who knows? Could be a teaser trailer, but it's also Sony God of War Ragnarok DLC. Supposedly there's DLC, but I feel like that'd be saved for a PlayStation event. So I kind of just wanted to talk about those for a second. Now, the real people I want to talk about, because if they're not here, that's crazy. I want to talk about the best third-party publisher in the game. I want to talk about Capcom. Capcom is going to be here. And I want to know if they're going to show up with something big.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and touch on everything you just went through. Elden Ring DLC ain't going to be here. I'm going to say it right now. I don't think it's going to be here at all. I have almost like a 0% chance belief that's going to be here. I think the God of War thing is 100% going to be here. Like,
really?
I'm almost guaranteeing it's going to be here. Because number one, it's not a DLC. It's a spin-off game. It's like it's like Miles Morales for the
I forgot
Spider-Man
about that.
thing.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a spin-off game, and it just makes so much sense. It's a year after it was nominated for game of the year. It's a year after the game. The game's been out for well over a year. Sony needs something to announce. Like, they need something to announce. Especially since Wolverine seems to be getting delayed to 2025. They're gonna need something for 2024. And I get if the spinoff is the best we got, we'll take it.
Man, we don't know Ghost of Tsushima 2.
That is the other thing. We'll get to PlayStation here in a second, but I do think, touching on what you said, I think the God of War thing is 100% gonna be there. Like, I would be flabbergasted if it's not.
I wouldn't.
See,
we're talking about Sony.
Even then, Burning Shores was there last time. Death Stranding was there last time. I almost see no world where it's not there. I really, because where else are they gonna show it?
I mean, they just won't show it at all.
Right, or it's not a thing. Who knows?
Yeah. I'd be more confident to see like a live service game from there. I don't know. That's a good shout. I forgot that it wasn't DLC. I guess I read a website.
Everyone thinks it's an Atreus spinoff game, which I'd be okay with.
Yeah.
Personally,
I read recently.
I can't get everything.
Yeah, I read an article that said it was DLC, and I was like, oh. But now that I think about it, it's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to talk about Capcom because I really
Monster
want
Hunter.
Capcom to be here.
Monster Hunter is gonna be here. I don't know what else they would show.
Devil May Cry 6.
Nah, that's a stretch in my opinion.
Doesn't Monster Hunter have its own events though?
Yeah, but like after they're announced though. After they're announced. Like, they have Monster Hunter Rise Directs like after the game was announced at a Nintendo Direct. Or was it announced at the Game Awards? It might have been announced at the Game Awards, actually. Here's the thing. Capcom's interesting because they've already cooked so much. It's hard to even think what else could they possibly have. You're looking up something.
I thought my mic muted.
I don't know, man. It's, as much as I hate to say it, I wouldn't be surprised if Capcom really isn't here like all that much. I think they'll have some kind of advertisement for some upcoming game or something, maybe another Dragon's Dogma 2 trailer just to show it. I wouldn't hold anything that they're gonna announce a new game or anything. I would love it. I'm at like a 50-50 on them. Like, I think they could, but I also see a very real reality where they don't announce anything.
Yeah.
As much as I would literally scream if Devil May Cry 6 was there, like, I would lose my mind. That would be one of those holy crap moments, because we haven't gotten rumors about it. We haven't gotten leaks. It is one of those games where if it was announced, they did top of the line secrecy with that game, because it's been completely non-existent up until now. The only problem is I just don't know if it's too soon, and I don't know. It just, to me, it's a stretch, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. I just think it's very unlikely. But I would be so thrilled. Like, that would be my number one thing they could announce if they were to announce anything.
I do think you're right. Like, the next Monster Hunter being, which I know a lot of people expect it to be, Monster Hunter
World 2.
Yeah, World 2.
Yeah.
Which would be smart, but my only thing is they have their own events, and I'd like to think they'd have their own event for it, but maybe they won't. Maybe they want the biggest show they can get.
Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if the only thing they show here is like Street Fighter DLC. I really wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, that you have to pay $20 a skin for.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue.
Yeah.
Other company.
Hang on. The only other thing from Capcom I could see, there were a lot of rumors and talk here recently that they do have more remakes in development and planned. I just think it'd be way too soon for a remake to get announced. The only reason I would say a remake could get announced is just because Resi 4 is nominated for Game of the Year, which would help boost it. But I think it's just too soon. I think it'd just be really weird timing to do it, because we're not even a year away from Resi 4. The only game I could see them doing a remake, which would kind of make sense because it's not a mainline entry, would be Resident Evil Code Veronica. Resident Evil Code Veronica, just because I think that was like a spinoff of 3 or 2, one of them. So I could see them doing that. But other than that, I'm not too confident in Capcom, which normally I'd be like, which is an L, but they've been cooking so much. They already have so many things I'm looking forward to. They've had great games the past couple years. Unfortunately, a lot of times, some things time-wise, things just don't line up, and I think this might be one of those times where I just don't think they have anything ready to show.
They could. I don't know. It could be crazy.
They could. Like, if there was some huge surprise from them, I think it could be Devil May Cry 6, but
it could be anything.
I think it's
Dead
just
Rising
a stretch.
5?
Oh, that's even more of a stretch.
Oh yeah, that's a huge stretch.
Yeah, that's like Mr. Fantastic stretch. But
I would lose it.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I'd lose it too. I mean, yeah, that's crazy. I predict I'm gonna lose it like 20 times during the show, as I normally do. I lose it for almost everything.
It depends.
All I have to do is
new IP.
All I have to do is like the franchise or studio, and I lose it. Like I'm terrible during these events. I'm so easily like hyped up for no reason. Literally, I saw Leatherface's face and I freaked out last time. But yeah, all right. What other? Okay,
I have one thing. I just thought about it.
Mega Man.
No.
Oh,
it's not even about Capcom.
Okay.
I really hope, because this guy is here every year.
Hazelight.
I want to see Hazelight's next game.
Yep.
Joseph Fares has been there so many times. He has shown a lot of things for his next games. It's been since 2021. Could we at least get a teaser on the next game?
I think that's very possible. Yeah.
You know?
I really do. The only reason I'd say no is because we're only technically like 2 years out from the last game, which from typical AAA's development cycle, that's really soon.
Yeah, but then you get a way out and then 2 years later you get It Takes Two, but we
Yeah,
don't know how
I don't
big that
know.
team is.
Yeah, I just don't know. I think that's definitely a huge possibility for sure. I think that's a huge possibility. I just wouldn't bake on it. Like I wouldn't be expecting it,
Yeah,
but it's definitely a good prediction to have.
yeah.
For sure. I will
If
say,
not this
apologies
year,
everybody for everybody watching. We are gonna go and end up going to 2 hours just because I don't want
Oh,
to
shoot,
make this
yeah.
into two separate things. So we're just gonna do it on one. If it's another over 2 hour video, this is just. I mean, this only happens once a year, guys. We're just gonna do our thing.
what's the time at?
We're at 1 hour 25 minutes. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, we're not too bad, but we are gonna go longer this time just because it is the Game Awards episode.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead real quick. I'm gonna let you segue for a second.
All right,
I have food that has been sitting here
go
for an
right
hour.
ahead. Go right
I'm
ahead.
gonna go put it in the microwave.
I'm going to go ahead and jump to EA since we brought up Haze Light. EA, man, I don't know. EA is interesting. Since they are doing a lot of new IPs, EA has kind of been going crazy with all the new IPs recently. Since there's a big rumor of a bunch of new IPs at the Game Award, I could see them doing another EA Originals announcement. They announced Immortals of Avium at the last Game Awards when we went. I still think that game is really, really fun. They could just show another EA original game, which could also be the Hazelight Studio because those are EA originals. I would love. I'm gonna just throw it out there because who knows? You know who knows? But the next Mass Effect game did get teased recently. But then we also did get a rumor that it was releasing in 2029, which is just absurd to me. But if EA was to drop a bombshell, the Mass Effect would be the thing to do it. And they did announce the Mass Effect game at the 2020 Game Awards show. So, it's possible, but I don't think it will be. And apart from that, EA, I really don't know what else they would show, really. It's too hard to guess what they would show because they just have so much. They have so many different things going on. Now, if I could have a pipe dream, Titanfall 3, baby. Give it to me, but that's not going to happen. This is not going to happen. We're never getting it, guys. RIP. Yeah, I don't know. EA is another one of those studios that could really just be a 50-50 if they show something or not. I mean, they'll definitely be there in some capacity, whether it's advertisement or something, but yeah, I don't know. The only, literally the only thing I could see from EA is a EA original, and that's really it. That's really it. I would love to say Mass Effect, but there was a rumor for 2029 release date, so yeah, I'm not too confident on that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll really see. I would love for EA to surprise, because the problem is they have so many franchises. They really could just be working on something we have no idea, like a new Plants vs. Zombies or some crap. I don't know. They really could just do some left field random thing, because EA is huge. They have so many crazy things in development. But I think EA, the only thing that really makes sense would be the next Hazelight game. I think that's the only true likelihood. But yeah, other than that, EA, I don't know, kind of like 50-50 on them. Let's see. Square Enix is going to be here because they're going to show a FF Rebirth trailer because it's nominated for most anticipated game, meaning if they didn't show a trailer, how bad does your marketing team have to be? It doesn't make sense. It's literally a show dedicated to trailers for anticipated games, and you're nominated for anticipated game, and you come out in 2 months. Why would you not do a trailer? That doesn't make any sense to me. Outside of the obvious,
could we see a teaser or just like a a little bit of them saying what's gonna be in the Final Fantasy 16 DLC. Even though it hasn't been like the longest, but the director
I think
did
it's too soon. I
confirm it.
think it's too soon. I know in the interview he did say it would still be a little while before we got it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think so, but I'd love to be surprised. That would be really cool.
I know he was in an interview again and was asked kind of what it was going to be about, to which his response kind of really wasn't what I wanted to hear, to be honest. He kind of just said the DLC was going to continue to focus on Clive's story, which I feel like they focused on him enough. Like, I feel like they need to focus on other characters, but I'm not going to say anything until like it comes out or anything.
Yeah.
Do you think Ubisoft's going to be here?
Well, hang on. You just completely skipped Square Enix.
Well, I thought that was it.
No, I was thinking. I do have one prediction.
No.
I think it's like what?
I think 0.
You don't even know what I'm gonna say.
Say it.
You're definitely wrong. I'm telling you right now because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking I'm thinking of Kingdom Hearts 4.
That's the only other option.
No, that's not, in my opinion.
What is there?
We know there's a new game in development. From what we heard about 3 or 2 years ago, things could have changed. But we know a new game is development. This is going to be zero interest to you, Austin. I'm going to tell you right now. But I will cry. I will literally be on my knees crying if this is here, because it just seems like the show to do it. Personally, like, it's an American show. This game is so American, made by a Japanese publisher. It's unreal. Okay, if we get Just Cause 5, what are you doing?
0%.
I don't think.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it because when you do it, it sometimes happens.
It does happen.
This one time, I'm gonna channel everything, and I'm gonna see if it works out for me. 0%.
I'm not confident in it at all, just because I don't know if we're ever gonna get it. It was just a rumor. Like, oh yeah, we have a new Just Cause in development. Yeah, who knows? Avalanche worked on Hogwarts, so I don't even know how they would have done Just Cause. I really don't know, but I mean, it's been since 2019, man, or 2018 even, since Just Cause 4. It's due, man. We're due. And they left on such a cliffhanger, bro. Like, man, I want it so bad. But I don't think they'll do it because they're Square, and yeah, Square's outside of Final Fantasy, like, so mid. But
dang.
That's facts. What else have they put out that has been great outside of Final Fantasy? We've had this conversation a long time ago. Yeah, that was like 2019, 2018?
And? I mean, yeah. Okay, what they make is good. What they publish, ooh.
What have they made?
They made Final Fantasy 16?
I said outside of Final Fantasy.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts 4 would probably go. I don't know what they have. Okay, like
the only other good game that they came out recently, they sold the dang studio.
Games?
They sold
Octopath Traveler?
Sure. Let's go. Yeah, those are the best things they have.
We are not. I'm not gonna lie, we're not like the biggest Square Enix fans. We like Square Enix,
bro. Bro is defending Square Enix with his life right now. This is crazy.
What?
We've had this conversation before.
I don't think we're big Square Enix fans.
I think you're cap. But we had this conversation before Final Fantasy 16 came out, and we were both in agreement. But since Final Fantasy 16 came out, now he's gonna defend it. But I think Square Enix is. I think Square Enix is the most mid company at the moment.
I agree.
Because outside of Final Fantasy, they haven't released anything other than like a 2D pixelated, great HD remastered, whatever, since Guardians of the Galaxy, which was very divisive and like hit or miss for a lot of people. And guess what? They sold that studio. They sold a bunch of their other studios, including the Tomb Raider IP and etc. Dragon Quest is nowhere to be seen. They haven't had another great game since like Nier Automata, which was so long ago at this point, 2017. So outside of Final Fantasy and Octopath, I think they're just very mid. I think they're very mid.
I agree.
I think your statement that we're not Square Enix fans is cap.
Right now, we're not.
Yeah, who would be a fan of a mid thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like right now we're not.
I'm not happy with them. That doesn't mean I'm not a fan.
I guess whatever.
I'm not
You get what I'm
with
talking
them.
about. I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I'm just saying things.
Because
Yes, we are fans of Square Enix. We are fans of a ton of companies. We're just not happy with what Square Enix is doing right now.
yes,
The only thing they are doing is Final Fantasy, and that's it.
yeah, and they kill it every time. Like,
Well, yeah, that's their child. They have to.
How about say? Well, yeah, you could say it's the same thing about Sonic too, which is crazy.
Shut. I'll kill you. I will kill you.
Whoa, we're on a public podcast here, buddy.
I don't care. You can get it too.
Whoa.
I don't understand why Sega doesn't treat Final Fantasy like they do for
Sega treats Final Fantasy. Yo, let's go.
No. I don't understand why Sega does not treat Sonic like Square Enix treats Final Fantasy. It's your child. It made you. Treat it like your child. I hate it. Move on to Ubisoft.
Yeah, Ubisoft. Prince of Persia will get a new trailer to advertise it.
I hate advertisements.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're in an entertainment media industry. This is how it is.
Well, I don't mind it. I just hate when it's like 4 minutes long. Like, just make it a minute.
Yeah.
Make it 1 minute.
What else could... Oh! Actually, pause. Hold on.
Far Cry.
Oh! I didn't even think about that. Hold on. Ubisoft could go crazy. Hold on. Assassin's Creed Red. It's supposed to release 2024. We haven't seen it since. I think that could be huge, bro. I think that could be huge. If Assassin's Creed Red is here... boy, Whiny's gonna be shaking. There's gonna be an earthquake. There's gonna be an earthquake. Okay, listen. I think Ubisoft could actually go crazy. Hold on, Ubisoft might go crazy. You're right. Far Cry 7 is also a possibility. Project Red is also a possibility. Splinter Cell Remake, I think, is a possibility. Beyond Good and Evil 2 is now a possibility. Bro, Ubisoft could actually go crazy here. Hold on. Oh.
Thing is, I don't think they will.
But it's going to be Just Dance 2024. That's what it's going to be. Wait, no, that already came out, right? 2024 is already announced? I think so. 2025.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or it's going to be like a new
Division
game or something. It's going to be like new Division.
I think, personally, they should show Far Cry.
I think it should be Assassin's Creed. I think that would be the biggest. Assassin's Creed would be the biggest for sure.
I get that. But I feel like since Ubisoft had that show where they showed all of that Assassin's Creed news and stuff, I feel like it would feel like a tradition to show it there. And I feel like we know nothing about the next Far Cry. So
except what it's about, and it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
I would love anything out of maybe not Beyond Good. Oh no. Oh, I just realized the sad reality. Oh, we're gonna get the Skull and Bones release date. Actually, that's actually what's gonna happen. Oh, I'm so bummed out now. Oh,
maybe they won't. Maybe they know what's good for us.
Oh, bro. If I see a Skull and Bones trailer, I'm gonna cry out of sadness. And then if they show Assassin's Creed trailer, right after that, then I'm gonna like scream until my lungs blow out.
I'm gonna get my phone out if they show Skull and Bones.
I'm
I'm
gonna.
gonna take a picture and be like, man, these guys goofy.
I might make my first Twitter hate post ever. If Skull and Bones it's a trailer.
Imagine being a Ubisoft fan right now.
Bro, yeah, I don't. Ubisoft is. They're a wild card. They have so many things up their sleeve right now that I could see so many different things, but unfortunately, I'm not too confident they're going to show a good thing. Yeah, we'll see, man. I would love for them to prove me wrong. Personally, either Assassin's Creed Red or Far Cry 7 will make me go crazy. That's just the reality right there. Or no, who am I kidding? Assassin's Creed Red or Far Cry 7 don't even compare it to the insanity I would go through if Splinter Cell remake is there. I would lose my mind even more for that. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Other companies we got. All right, let's just go ahead and talk about PlayStation since we haven't talked about them yet. I mean, obviously, I already said I 100% think the God of War spinoff is going to be there. I think Death Stranding 2 is going to be here almost 100%. I'm like at a 90% on that. I think Death Stranding 2 is going to be here.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of games from last year will get shown this year.
Yes.
Death Stranding 2.
Yep.
I think Judas has a good chance because
We're no longer talking about PlayStation. Let's go, baby.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, just to get it out the way. Because it's such a weird place to put it, you know?
All right, you know what? Scratch that. We're not talking about PlayStation. They ain't got no games. We're just gonna start rapid firing like wild card and just throwing games out. You're right. Judas, I would love to see it. Judas would be great.
Yeah.
Hades 2 would be great.
Yep.
Hollow Knight Silk Song, we already talked about it during the Xbox thing a little bit. That would be amazing. Arc 2, maybe? I don't know. I'm just throwing random stuff out there. The Transformers game we saw last year would be kind of cool. Can't think of anything else, honestly, off the top of my head. Should have prepared more.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
I will say... Ooh.
Oh, you're thinking.
I am. I am very curious if I see Jeff is a crazy one. I just don't know, bro. I would love to say Ghost of Tsushima 2. But I just don't have any confidence in PlayStation showing a first-party exclusive that isn't a spin-off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man. That's tough. Plus, I think the Game Awards is one of those shows, if you're a big publisher like Sony or Xbox, you're not going to show something that's like, well, no. What I was about to say was cap. Personally, I think Ghost of Tsushima 2 is releasing 2025. I don't think it's 2024. I think it's too soon. It would only be a 4-year development cycle. That's crazy for a big AAA game like that.
Yeah, but look at Insomniac, man.
Insomniac's different, bro. There is no studio like Insomniac out there.
But what if Sucker
Ryuga
Punch is built even more different?
They're not, because it's taken them 4 years. Apart from Insomniac's 1 or 2.
I'm going to predict the opposite. It comes out next year.
Oh, boy, here we go. Dang it. So now it is going to be 2025.
I'm still willing to die with it.
I would, again, cry. I honestly,
what a beat.
I think about it. There could be a lot of tears at this Game Awards, from me at least. There could be a lot of tears going on here.
Yeah. Not for Tears of the Kingdom.
Hold on. Sorry, I just had...
Yeah.
Bro.
I saw you like freak out.
Yes, okay, sorry. This is completely unrelated to the Game Awards. I don't know why my mind just thought about this. I completely forgot Alan Wake 2 is supposed to get 2 DLC expansions.
Oh,
I cannot wait for that. That'd be crazy. I just think it's too soon to be at the Game Awards. I was literally just, I don't know, I was just thinking about it, and I just got super hyped because I'm like, yo, give me more Alan Wake. But
yeah.
no, that's completely unrelated to the Game Awards. I don't think it'd be there. It'd be cool though. Two things I think could be here, have a big shot. Either Tiny Tina's Wonderland 2 or Borderlands 4 could be here. The next BioShock, I feel like, could be here. We said that last time. We got kind of trolled a little bit from the creators of BioShock, not BioShock.
Judas.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't really think of anything else like off the top of my head.
The problem is there's a lot to think about. But then when Jeff says there's going to be a lot of new IP,
it's really hard to predict. Yeah.
How much is that going to take up of the show?
Right.
I think it'll be half and half.
Right.
I think.
Well, here's the thing: is new IP could also mean updates to new IP.
Oh.
We know a lot of already announced new IPs too. So.
Oh my God, I would just love it. I'd love it if we get that. It's not
Stellar Blade date.
No.
Oh. Well, that
Kojima
too.
Xbox game.
No.
I would.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
Kojima Game Awards Xbox. I would. Oh, I think it's too early. But if it happened,
you know what? Just make this an Xbox show.
My God.
Can we just turn this into an Xbox show?
No, but
bro, they got so much. It's unreal.
Whether or not it's not this year, I think that game gets shown at the Game Awards. Kojima and Xbox.
You know what?
Same time.
Remember when how I said it was impossible to get all three of the big of the head of the three platforms on the same stage? It's almost impossible because of console wars. Let's make Kojima the bridge between the hate, okay? Kojima should unify us all. He's going to show Death Stranding 2 on PlayStation, and then he's going to show his game on Xbox because he's just like that. Bro, can you imagine that? Oh my God. Kojima would literally be the GOAT. Like,
I think we need the bridges. I think we need Kojima and Joseph Fares.
Bro. Joseph Fares. I don't know. Yes, but I agree. And we need Al Pacino back. And we also the flute guy is coming back, so life is already good.
Oh, dude,
bro,
I'm ready.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Okay, here's what I want to do. I was gonna do this. I kind of forgot about it. We're gonna go a little bit way over 2 hours, but that's fine. Like I already said, this is the special Game Awards video once every year. We're just gonna do it. I want to do a little fun little segment here that I've been listening to on multiple podcasts that I've been listening to. Anytime there's an event or something like that, there's this fun little segment that the Xbox podcast on IGN does. It is called, or they call it a draft. A draft. So basically, it's like a fantasy football draft, but for games. So basically, I think we should each choose. Let's go with. We're going to each choose 6 games to be on our team. We are going to draft one by one. We're going to flip a coin to see who goes first. And we are going to try and draft a team that we think will win. If the game is there and if it gets shown, we get a point. And by the end of the show, based off of our 6 games, whoever has the most points will end up winning. It's just a fun little thing. It's kind of like a bingo card type situation, but a little bit different. Something to do good for a podcast. So,
win.
Huh?
I want to win.
So, do you want heads or tails?
Head.
Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Heads. Okay,
right.
so you get to go first.
New
What is
Fortnite
your-
game modes.
Okay, wait a minute. We are gonna set bound. Hold on. We're gonna set bound.
No,
Let's talk.
No, we had to do it before then.
All right, that's gonna be
Okay,
it,
no,
ladies
no.
and gentlemen, for the podcast. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, section down below. All right.
No.
Full-on games that will either be updated or announced.
All right, I really gotta think about that.
No advertisements either. No advertisements either. So like Prince of Persia can't be there because it would just be like a literal advertisement for that.
I really want to say Prime 4, but Nintendo.
Do it. Make it fun, bro. Make it fun.
You know what?
I'm gonna have some curveballs in my list. So
I'm gonna say Prime 4.
okay, that's your first pick.
I'm gonna say Metroid Prime 4.
With the
I'm
first
not
pick
confident
in
on
the
it.
2023 Game Awards draft on Player Way, Austin Mob Axu selects Metroid Prime 4. All right, with my first pick, you know what? If you're going for like a cool little like hope and dream, I'm gonna go with Gear 6. I'm gonna go with Gear 6. Yep, that's what I'm gonna go with. Nintendo guy went with the Nintendo game. Xbox guy went with the Xbox game. I like how it's cooking. With Johnny Murr's first pick in the 2023 Game Awards draft, I'm going with Gear 6. All right, pick number 2 for Axu. What are you going with?
Man, this is rough.
Oh, sorry, I'm just gonna throw this out there because I know I have a friend who I talked to today about this. WWE 2K24 could actually be there, and that would be kind of hilarious. Wow, Clay's gonna be there at the event. It's gonna be a wholesome moment. Okay. All right, listen.
Oh, you said WWE.
Yeah, what do you think I said?
I thought you said like 2K or something.
Yeah, WWE 2K24.
Oh, no. Okay, then you're fine then. I'm gonna throw it out. I'm gonna steal it.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna steal it. Hellblade 2.
Oh, okay. I was planning on taking that later in my rounds.
I'm gonna steal it.
All right. With Austin's second pick in the 2023 draft, he's going with Hellblade 2. For my second pick, Johnny Murray's 2023 Game Awards draft, my second pick will be... Let's see. So you went with one that's much more safe, but still... I'm going to try and match you. I'm going to go with Death Stranding 2. Yeah. I'm going to go with Death Stranding 2. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay.
All right. This is pretty good so far. Third pick. This is fun. We should do this every event. This is fun. Do we want to up our choices to 8?
I don't know if I can come.
I could definitely come up with 8. We literally just talked about like 30 games, bro. What do you...
I want to take a 50. I have to take a 50-50.
Go it. Do it.
I'm gonna take Virtual Fighter 6.
Dang it! Oh, that was my next pick. Gosh darn it! That was my next one. Sheesh. I think that's like the most likely one, too. Dang.
Feels good to go first.
Shoot, that sucks. Wow, that was literally my next one. I did not think you were gonna pick that as your next one. I was so prepared. Now I'm not prepared at all. Dang it.
Yeah, I know Sega's gonna be there.
Oh yeah, I know. That's like literally. That's like such an easy point. Dang it. Hang on. I need one that's like a guarantee. Hold on. Except that's not a but I do think it is though. Ooh. I don't want to say any of them. I'm like, it's all in my head because I don't want to give you ideas either. Dang it. Oh.
Now you're just lost. Like you have no idea.
Yeah, literally,
What to
I
do
was
anymore.
so confident I was going to choose Virtual Fighter 6 next. Dang it. I'm going to... All right, this is where we're going to not be on par. I'm just going to choose the... No, wait, because you're not going to choose that. So I'm gonna choose that later because yeah, you're not gonna pick it later. So I'm gonna get that easy dub later. You know what? I'm gonna make mine exciting. Hazelight's new game. Hazelight's new game. Yep.
I hate you.
Yep.
I wanted it.
No sir. And I wanted Virtua Fighter 6. So guess what?
Yeah, but I picked it because it makes sense.
Hazelight
And
makes sense.
They confirmed it. No, but they confirmed it. Sega confirmed they were gonna
Oh
be
well,
there.
my pick has already been locked in.
All right. Hold on.
Bro's cheating. He's looking at Google, bro. It's crazy.
I wanted to remember something. I'm going to throw it out. We have not talked about it.
Uh-oh.
I'm just going to throw out... I like curveballs. I'm going to throw out a Randy curveball. Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
2021 Game Awards.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's been 2 years.
All right, I'm losing at the moment, guys. Hold on. Okay, hang on. I need to cook real quick. I need to cook. If I say Marcus Phoenix, do I get 3 points? No. Judas. I'm going with Judas. That's my fourth pick right there. All right, we are at 4 picks each. I should probably be keeping notes of all this so we can remember all our crap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that. Man, I should have had Metroid Prime 4, bro. That's my franchise. How could I not do that? Well, you had first pick. I had no choice, but
Yeah. I'm gonna say
what was
Hades
your second
2.
pick? Oh, Hellblade 2.
Yeah.
What was your third?
My
Virtua Fighter.
third was... Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And what was your next one?
Hades 2.
Okay, that's a good one. Okay, and then I had Gear 6. Right? Is that what I went? Yeah. Gear 6, Death Stranding 2. What did I go with afterward? Hazelight. Hazelight new game. And then I went with Judas. Okay. My fifth pick. Man, I kind of want to just be ballsy with my list. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Just because it's fun. Like I'm just gonna go and say I'm not locking this in, but I really want to say Hollow Knight 2 just because. Bro, if that's there, it should be 2 points, okay? If that's if that's there. Bro. Oh, but I should choose Silksong because now you might choose Silksong. Then I'm gonna be really screwed. Oh. If we're only doing are we doing 6 or 8?
I'd say 6.
Okay, so I only have 2 more and you only have 1 more.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. All right, I'm just gonna go for the 2 that I had off the top of my head. I am going with the God of War spinoff.
Okay.
All right, your last pick. I personally want to go to 8, but
I don't know if I'm going to be able to come up with 8. I mean, it's not about winning, but I want to win.
I'm about to say,
So
if you win, that just means we got a bunch of great games shown. So I'm rooting for you.
Silksong's not gonna be there. It's
But
just
what
not.
if it is?
It's not.
No, it's not.
Every event, I've realized, every event we think it's gonna be at, it's not there. Wait, that just proves my point.
Exactly.
I
think you gotta choose it now.
it's not gonna be there.
Go ahead, bro. Say Skull and Bones. Do it. I know.
Yeah,
what
bro,
my next
Fable.
pick is. I know what my next pick is. Your face expressions are everything. Just say it, my boy.
Let's go with Silksong. It's not gonna be
Silksong.
there. It's not. Absolutely. I changed my mind.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. Just go.
Ah! No. Fine. Silksong.
Hollow Knight.
I can't think of anything else at the moment. It's not going to be there. 1,000,000%. I believe it's not going to be there.
All right. My final pick. I wouldn't be me if I didn't do this. Ghost of Tsushima 2. Yep. There it is. All right. Are we done?
Yeah, I can't
Okay.
Well, I mean, if you want to do two more, we can.
I personally do.
I'm ready for this battle. I got my next one. I'm
Okay,
ready for
go.
this battle.
Go.
Far Cry 7.
That's hype. That's hype. Okay. Ooh, do I match you and go like Assassin's Creed? Ooh, that'd be interesting.
That's why I was saying I was ready for the battle.
Ooh,
But are you willing to enter that battle?
See, I think I'm already at this. I think you have way more likely things than I do.
Yeah.
Well, see, you have 4 things that are so likely.
You were not ready for that Wonder Woman.
No, I figured one of us would choose that.
Oh, really?
Where you got me was you stole my Virtua Fighter, and so that screwed everything up, and so I just I had to take a massive U-turn and just went with Haze Light's new game. Okay. You know what? I want some variety in my list. I'll go ahead and say Assassin's Creed Red.
All right.
I really don't think it'll be there, but Project Scarlet, Project Red, whatever.
Yeah.
No, pause. I'm taking it back. Oh wait, but which one do I? Oh, see, this one sucks because the whole rumor was Tiny Tina's 2 or Borderlands 4. So it's it's hard to say which one's which. Could I just say one of the two? Because it's from the same studio and everything. It's just we don't know which one. I'm gonna say that instead. I'm gonna say Gearbox's new game. How about that? Gearbox's new game.
Okay.
Whether it's Borderlands or Tiny Tina.
Yeah.
I'll put Tiny Tina 2 or Borderlands 4. All right. Oh, so now that means you still have Assassin's Creed on the board if you want it.
Thanks, stomach. Trying to remember everything we've talked about.
Switch 2 reveal. but that, yeah, that'd be hype. What is Jay Wood talked about? Hold on, let me think what Jay Wood's talked about. Jay Wood knows. I should make Clay happy and say WWE. You have one left.
Man.
My final draft will be Sony canceling studios. Ooh, Activision Blizzard. Imagine making that prediction. It happens. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm a little like, because you already did EA.
Yeah, I know. That's the hard part. Because I want to say like Persona 6, but if it's Virtua Fighter, then it's not.
Well, because part of me really wants to say something EA. But I don't think Mass Effect will be
another Last of Us remaster.
Square is just gonna be like promotion. I can't think of like anything. I want to go with a safe answer.
Like go like Stellar Blade or something like that. It's a pretty safe answer. Plus, it's one you like.
Was it shown at a Game Awards? No.
No,
it was at a PlayStation event. Trying to think of anything that was shown at a.
They did recently have an interview where they said they are officially second party with PlayStation, so maybe they're meaning something. I don't know.
I really want this last one to be like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do your strategy. I'm gonna look up.
That's literally what I'm doing. Yeah. I hate to be that guy, but like.
All right, we gotta keep this podcast somewhat entertaining as well. You could go like Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah.
Someone's saying Pragmata. I don't know about that. Oh,
yeah.
Ubisoft could show the new Star Wars game too, bro. Ubisoft has so much. Oh my lord.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. Yeah, that's a good one. Metal Gear Remake. That's one we didn't touch on. That's a good shout.
I'm going to throw it out. I'm just going to throw it out.
Just throw it.
Silent Hill 2.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a W. That's a W right there. You might have just gotten the win off of that, low key. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's very likely. Dang, that was a good one.
I just thought in my head I couldn't even find it.
Yeah, no,
and I just thought I was like, that game has like a lot of news around it recently. But then, I forgot. But then they said it's going smoothly, but like
they're waiting on Konami to release a trailer. That's what they said. They're basically waiting on Konami to show a trailer.
Oh, well, yeah, it's gonna be that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. He's looking at the bet. He's
all
looking
right.
at the
I'm making a
catalog.
bet. I'm gonna put Bloodborne anything on my list, and that's 10 points if it is. No, no.
Boy, what?
No. Dang, you really got me on that because I think that's almost 100% now that you bring it up. Oh man, Zaroonies. Uh, what don't we got in here? What don't we got? I want something interesting, something different. Like, oh my. Ooh, I wonder if I could put Baldur's Gate Shadow Drop. Could I put that? That'd be crazy.
I mean,
That would be kind of interesting. It's different.
it is. I'd count that. Why not?
It's not as exciting, but
It's not, but like, yeah,
different.
I guess so.
Mm. Okay, you know what? I have so many PlayStation things on here. I'm gonna go with another Xbox one. Uh, I'm gonna go with Indiana Jones.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I'm going with Indiana Jones.
yeah.
Okay, so there we are. Did you just find like a good answer or something?
Nah, I feel pretty good with what I have. Unless I want to throw out like the most wild of wild. I
What's
will
that?
say, if there was any game I'd love to see, and we know absolutely nothing about it, we're not even close to it, I assume. I thought I remember there's a John Wick game in development.
Oh, we're nowhere close. Nowhere close. Yeah.
Dude, but imagine.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
crazy. Bro, imagine it's just a black screen, then Keanu Reeves pulls up. Bro,
Oh.
that would be crazy. But all right,
So,
so there we go. Our draft is over. So to do recap, Austin's team, we are looking at Metroid Prime 4, Hellblade 2, Virtua Fighter 6, Wonder Woman, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silksong, Far Cry 7, Silent Hill 2. And then my team, I got Gear 6, Death Stranding 2, Hazelight's New Game, Judas, God of War spinoff, Ghost of Tsushima 2, Tiny Tina or Borderlands 4, and Indiana Jones. I definitely think you have the more likely list.
part of me I really shouldn't have said Silk Song. But I wasn't.
And I shouldn't have said
confident
Ghost of
on, like,
Tsushima 2, so I guess we're.
I wasn't confident on like Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one either. I mean, it kind of
I'm
makes
like-
sense. But they may have just delayed it, though. There was like that rumor that it could have
Yeah.
been delayed, so. I don't know.
I think for the most part, we have
All the
a
likely
good
ones.
chunk of the ones that are pretty confirmed
Yeah.
or have a good shot. Like I just looked up like a bunch of stuff and
I'm surprised
videos.
you didn't
of,
do
like,
Stellar Blade. I really am.
I just don't. I don't think it's gonna be here. I think it's gonna be a PlayStation event. I would love if it is. I'm telling you now, if it's at this event and I didn't predict it, I'm a disgrace.
I'll allow you to switch it with Silksong right now, if you
Silk
want.
Song. I'll replace it. Why not?
You want to replace it with Silksong?
I don't think either of them are gonna be there.
Okay.
I'm 100% confident. Wait. Yeah, screw it.
Okay.
I can tell you right now, if Silk Song is there after I do this, no, keep Silk Song. No.
Oh my
keep it.
gosh. Dude.
No, keep it. I remember that argument I had. It has to be at the Game Awards. All of its hype's gonna be gone if you don't. Yeah, put it.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, there we go. That is going to do it for our podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's a long one, sorry, but it was a special Game Awards video. That we probably missed so much. I'm sure there's like so many we missed that we're gonna think of like in the coming days or whatnot.
We're gonna see it and we're gonna be like,
The problem is, I feel like we are gonna see a lot of those like Game Pass titles that were announced so long ago, and like so many like little things that are like big to some degree, but not like the big blockbuster games that we're like kind of theorizing about. So I don't know. All I know is I'm really excited. I think it's gonna be a really good show, actually. Outside of the awards, of course.
I just can't believe we're just 4 days away.
I know it. I feel like we were just in LA, low key, bro. Like,
I'm so sad we're not going, but honestly, next year's the year to go for me.
Yeah, so you can see FF7 beat Yakuza Like a Dragon for Infinite. Yep. There he went. All right. Oh, he ruined it. All right. Whoa, yo, that's kind of crazy. All right. Well, I don't really know how to do this. He really done messed everything up. Bro, you messed everything up. The whole camera thing went crazy. But anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you at the next. Oh, by the way, so my plan for this week, we are going to record a podcast Wednesday night covering all the news that we didn't cover today because of obviously this special thing. Austin is not listening. Bro.
I'm listening. I hear you.
Bro's leaving the podcast early. That's wild. Yeah, we're going to cover all the news. So we should have a podcast out like Thursday, I do believe, the day of the Game Awards, talking about all the gaming news that we missed, like the Fortnite stuff, the Xbox news there. Phil Spencer did like a big interview, and then anything else that happens throughout the week. And then we are going to do an emergency podcast Friday, right after the Game Awards, the day after, and then that podcast will probably be up either that night or Saturday. So we are going to have more than 2 podcasts this week, just because obviously it's probably the biggest week of gaming of this year. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and there will be plenty of content up on the channel as well. Got a couple reviews coming out, including Mario RPG. Got a couple of thoughts on some other games I played. We'll probably have a review of Mario Wonder as well this week. Yeah, probably the reaction. And then I have something a little special planned for Sunday. If all goes according to my plan, we'll see. I have a feeling we're going to be too hyped from the Game Awards where I'm not going to do what I say I'm going to do. So I'm not going to say it yet just in case it doesn't happen. But I am starting I am starting something new on the channel, which Sunday could be the first day of it. So we'll see.
I may try to get him to do it because I'm going to be motivated after the game. I'm going to be so motivated. So hopefully I can pass on to him.
Do you even know what I'm trying to do?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
You've never mentioned it?
Well, I'll tell you afterwards.
Or anything.
Okay. Anyway, all right. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Johnny Moore out. Remember, guys, we love gaming. No matter what genre platform you do, play your way, guys. All right. Peace.
See you guys.